An African proverb says, having rain clouds is not the same as having rain. Over the hills behind me would have been a place of hope. Rather, what lies behind these hills is a project in shambles. The contract was initially awarded to DA Construction Limited in 2012, a company now debarred by the World Bank for misprocurement practices. Another indigenous company, Ambis Service Limited, was assigned as a technical partner to the contractor at the time. Under DA Construction, the project was supposed to have been delivered 2 years after the award of the contract. However, it had to be redesigned and relocated in 2013 because the original project site was no longer satisfactory. Eventually, DA Construction was dropped and Ambis Services Limited took over the construction of the said dam. Yet 10 years since the project was flagged off, Ivo Dam is an incomplete government project in ruins with billions of naira down the drain. What appears interesting about Ivo Dam project is how it has made various appearances in the budgets of the Federal Ministry of Water Resources, frequently enough to catch one's attention. For instance, in 2012, 2,554,480,000 naira was earmarked for the construction of Ivo Dam. In 2014, 1.5 billion naira was allocated for further work relating to the dam, including the construction of an access road to the dam, a 2 megawatt hydropower project, a link bridge, and so on. By 2015, another 205,882,353 naira appeared in the budget for what was simply referred to as the ongoing construction of Ivo Dam. Yet again in 2017, 250,461,000 naira was allocated for the channelization of Ivo River and spillway works, building upon what should have been a successful dam project. It is not out of place to wonder what so much money has achieved, as Ivo Dam on paper is a fantasy when compared to the dam in reality. Not only is the dam in ruins, it has also gone out of control and flowed out of its spillway, affecting a massive area of farmland which many households depend upon for their livelihood.
Or 2011 come onto this project. Yeah, but the bag is not quite very well. And now I don't have you. And I run down. So I never done very well. I barely look at there. He was I never from your husband. He been in there. Alasasia. You didn't know the call. My mini before the finish here, we can give or you can laugh about mosquito. Because no, half now, damn, go with you. We for dinner. Me, I deny it. I don't know me. I bought a kind of Asian. You couldn't be now before from the river. Marochago the dam before maybe a come back and I'll rear.
So the last time Hendra 2019 in 2019 Hendra the last one we mean in June. So I never expect now before November or October na hega na chite since that time I have the heti go man now.
Oh, really. Okay, but you can do we do behind a bamboo. Oh, the or to do the money. But I keep about that. Okay. Okay. Then guys, people who pass through the water. But I try. Okay, who know that? Go about na military chago. Okay. Granot. Okay.
So where do they farm now?
They come out into the village.
So where do they get their drinking water from now?
And you pay money for transport. Okay. 1,000.
We are now going to leave for Ihiono, where the people of Mpo village in Anri local government travel down to then fetch their drinking water. This is Ihiono. Here, the people come into this small grove to fetch their drinking water. They wade through the water and bend over to fetch, and then make their way out. So I'm now wading through the water down to where they actually fetch the water from. When we're in the village and the villagers sort of said, oh, we're bringing you to this place by the rock, like where they fetch their clean water from. I had an idea in my head only to get here and see what looks like an abandoned water project. Good afternoon. Oga, well done. You sef come fetch water for here. Now this water now they drink.
Yes.
Now they use and cook.
Everything.
It clean well. Okay, show us as they fetch am. Do you know where this water is coming from?
From that under the tree. Under the tree. Under the tree. Under the tree. Yes.
No one knows how clean the water here is, but it is better than not having any water at all. As for the hydropower projects which the dam was supposed to fuel, it has been a slothful business. Can we actually say that this project has been maintained? A lot of people have lost their rice farms because of the overflooding that occurs due to the collapse of this dam. Services Limited is the known executor of this project as far as public records show. The company is owned by one Anayo Onwegu, a well-known engineer in Enugu State and popular politician who contested for the gubernatorial ticket of the state thrice but failed. Onwegu is now running for 2023 legislative seat representing the Agu, Aneri, Oji River Federal Constituency on the People's Democratic Party ticket. The remains of the dam now serve as a fishing spot where humans and birds compete for their catch.
Oh, pure water.
Pure water
Pure water ka anyị na-ekwu. Ọ mmiri tank enwe mmiri a na-akpọ 90 mile. Either na inwetenwu ndị 90 mile anwa, which is na ịma na ọ borehole. So anyị gotenwuo ya ọnya ka anyị ji esi nri. Like mụnwa na onwe m na m gbalụ mmiri tanka bụ 90 mile ahụ, which is very costly.
I for no near what the police say what the mmiri from mmiri isolation.
Mmiri isolation. Ọzọ bụ na mmiri zo anyị nwere ike gbata mmiri ozuzo.
Mmiri ozuzo ahụ na-eji esi nri na anụ ya.
Anyị na-eji esi nri.
Unu na-eji mmiri ozuzo ahụ esi nri.
Esi nri. O
nwere ka mmiri anụ na-eyuzu si emetụta ahụ unu. O nwere ọya ọ na-ebutewelu unu.
Ihe na-enotice na mmiri ozuzo a sometimes iwere awụ arụ ọ na-abịa agbaka gị arụ. Ada m anwụ ya anwụ ọ iji awụ arụ sụọ akwa. Sometimes iwere awụ arụ ọ bịa na-agbaka gị arụ maọbụ ị na-enwe ụmụ ihe scratches n'arụ.
I'm standing in the compound of late Pa Clement Ozo Nwekezika. This house was erected late 1980s, the family say about 1989, 1990. And when this house was built, the owner of the house, the late Nwekezika, ran pipes through this building with the hopes that one day government, water and development will come to this area and they will be able to open their taps in their flats and have some water. Right behind me here used to be a tap piped through this wall, but after several decades of water not coming to this neighborhood, the family gave up, removed the taps and then sealed the wall up. Behind me is the over 70-year-old house which the late Pa Ozo Clement Nwekezika erected. So this was the first building in this house. And this house has also never had the joy of having steady supply of water. They're the owners of the well, which runs dry during the dry season. But during the rainy season, as we are right now, there might be a little water, but not sufficient for the household. This water that you buy, where you are buying it from, do you know if the water is clean?
I don't know, but the water is clean in my own eye.
And you use it to cook?
Yes.
What are you cooking right now?
Rice.
When the dry season comes in, this very well will dry up. The pure water we even use pure water to cook. Even sometimes we might not have.
You use pure water to cook?
Even to go to toilet.
Wow.
Yeah, because once you don't have sufficient water in the well, how can you exclude your physics and you allow it to be in your house? It's uncalled for.
So these tankers that bring water to you, do you know where they get the water from?
They told us that they get it from 9 Mile.
Okay.
So only God knows everything.
So where else do you think they are getting the water from? Where do you suspect they might be getting the water from?
All this clean water now. All these,
just any stream passing.
Polluted water.
So wow. So how much do you pay?
Okay, thank you.
Per trip?
10,000, 11 in the dry season, 15,000.
The water situation here is very terrible. For like so many years now, we haven't seen water, like getting to 20 years, no water. We have been buying water from tanker people, and they have been extorting money from us. Tomorrow they will sell a tank of water, 10,000. Next month, 20,000. So we are suffering in this area of Enugu State, Tansekulu.
On the average per month, how much do you think you spend on getting clean water for your household?
We spend not less than, we spend like 40,000 maximum in a month for just water. You can't drink the water straight. You have to boil it and filter the water first before you take it. Sometimes the children will be sick too because of the water. So everything is terrible in this part of Enugu State. We are living we are like living in desert in this part of Enugu State.
This is my 2 tank and drums. I have up to 5 drums. These things, because you cannot make it if you don't have it. Because I have 4 children. Without having this thing, now we are in any city, we are enjoying it. Do you see how I put the pipe?
Oh.
That's what we are doing. In dry season,
Wow.
we are in here. They are selling this 100 gallons now is 16,000 naira. It won't last 2 weeks.
So you have to harvest rainwater?
Yes. Without that, you can't survive. My neighbor's home is the other side. There's nothing like water in this area.
And is that what you use for domestic use? Is that what they use to cook?
That's normal thing.
Wow.
We put net on it.
Okay, to filter it.
To filter it. Everybody that's live here is suffering about water.
And how many years? How many years have you
I've
lived
stayed
there?
here 7 years or 8 years now. There's nothing like water.
Thank you very much.
We are begging the new government to look into this thing. We are suffering.
The government offices are not spared. A walk around the state government secretariat is a gallery of water scarcity. From padlocked taps to water tankers, there was also no water. Water scarcity is something that is very prevalent here in Enugu metropolis. How the people within the coal city go about fending for themselves in terms of water is something that we see every day. The commercialization of water is very tangible here. Today, I'm on my way to the 9th mile, where I'm going to be meeting some water tanker drivers who cluster together and make profit of selling water to the residents. When I got to the 9th mile, there were tankers everywhere and vendors of water too. I went undercover with a colleague and we posed as businessmen interested in cashing out of the water business.
Yes. There, account there is 15,000 there. Depending in the very standard vehicle, it's 20,000. Depending on the grade of the vehicle. And then you know what is the grade. But when we bring vehicle down. Per trip or per day? Per trip now. No, per day.
Per day, 15,000.
Yeah. If you want to work it by per trip, that means that you will be the one giving the person where to supply.
Okay.
And it will be very hard
but
for you to see.
they already have where to supply.
But if
it's just for me to bring my tank.
Yes, you have to hand the vehicle over to the driver, but you have to verify the kind of driver you give to your vehicle.
Yes.
But if you bring the vehicle down, before the dry season, the vehicle will be start out to be looking for the driver. It's not to buy vehicle is the problem, it's the driver is the problem. Those stories weekly, they will just give you your money at hand.
We met quite a number of willing businessmen who shared their expertise. But one of them was willing to show us an even more profitable method. So we went away with him to another shop where we discovered an interesting business model. He revealed to us that the Enugu Electricity Distribution Company at number 1 Fox Street, Zoo Estate, runs a water cartel.
Big tank. Understand? No bachaya. Ibuye, Joko the person in charge. Check a room, check a trip.
Okay.
Pierre Cacreto. Amanego no. When they gear, we gear, you general manager, you wear the seat. You did the seat. That was the same. I know why you are there.
Fox Street, okay.
Fox Street.
Zoo Estate. Okay. Now I understand. So yeah, we supply handling
what type of water supply for head office.
Okay.
Yesterday, I bought. If you get, man, on the transfer. How about pour the sugar? You just transfer. You drop one. You drop one. How about that? You buy Chinese security. What a shame with a sign, yeah.
Okay.
They have a copy, they have a sign, yeah. How is security? I sign, yeah. The date. The GDA, what an HDA, but can you hear how we keep it for that? What an HDA. I'm not 2 weeks, I can under. They don't have that. I'm going to 2 weeks out. Driver, you put the manager, Father Francis.
I mean, in other Zoo estates, they don't have water, yes.
No water. No water now.
Many speculate that some water suppliers source water from nearby polluted streams within the metropolis. So, I went in search of those. I came to a small stream along a popular main road within the city, where some people had just finished pumping dirty water and were getting ready to drive off. When I asked around, some said they might be going to supply water to construction sites, and some said they were likely going to sell it to unsuspecting households. One couldn't really say.
I've been here for a very long time now. The government of Enugu State have been doing their best, doing every intervention to see that there is water in Enugu State. Because it is a priority to the governor of Enugu State, Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi, to give water to the citizens of Enugu State. So he's doing everything that is necessary to see that that water is restored. The only problem we have is the pumps at Oji, at Ajali, are old. But that does not mean that there's no water in Enugu for 10 years, for the time you are talking about. Each time a customer does not have water for 1-2 days, he will tell you that that is more than 2 years. It's normal. You know, Enugu is expanding every day. So, and we are doing everything possible to see that we meet up with the expansion of Enugu. So the areas that have not gotten water, we are doing everything possible. Like we have an intervention, the French Development Agency. They are here now, helping us to fix all the pumps at Ajali and Oji. When these things are done, normal water supply will reach almost every part of Enugu. Those that have water connection.
Water is life, and the coal city is thirsting for this life.
The 11th order of the day is a motion on need to complete the IVO dam project in Ebonyi, Ivo Dam project in Ebonyi and Enugu states, standing in the name of Honorable Makwe. Honorable Makwe is invited to move the motion.
Honorable colleagues, I am Honorable Engineer Makwe, Livinus Makwe. I represent the good people of Ohozara, Onitsha, Ivo Federal Constituency of Ebonyi State. I rise to move a motion on the need to complete the Ivo Dam project in Ebonyi and Enugu states. The House notes that in 2014, the Federal Ministry of Water Resources contracted the construction of Ivo Dam at the confluence of Ivo and the Rivers border of Ivo local government area, Ebonyi State, and Anili local government area, Enugu State, to Messrs. Ambi Services Nigeria Limited. Though the construction of the dam had attained an advanced stage, the project was abandoned on account of lack of funds. Until the abandonment of the project, these communities have never been flooded and sacked by water since the ages. Over 40,000 acres of arable farmland and rural settlements have remained permanently flooded. Cognizant of the need for the federal government to urgently review the circumstances surrounding the non-completion of the Ivo Dam project as envisaged and prevent further disaster and loss of lives and properties, resolves to mandate the Committee on Water Resources to interface with the Ministry of Water Resources to audit the Ivo Dam project contract performance and to complete the project in earnest and as a matter of urgent national importance.
On the next episode of the Water Manifesto. At the household where there was a cholera outbreak just under a year ago in this community. As I cross over this gutter, I'm yet to meet again with pipes going through sewage. You can just look at the face of the water. You can already tell that this is not water that is safe for consumption. You can see that there's some green stuff forming, around it. And this is the water that is then used in this market to wash your fruits and to wash your meats and other consumables.